In the heat of summer, our bodies remember fire, our breath becomes spacious, and our presence solar. Today's title is going to be Solar Living, a Season of Embodied Light. Focused upon the season of summer, bringing renewal, change, and possible growth for you. We're going to be using what I'd like to call chakra day activities. So, upon awakening, whatever it is chakra you may have been working on or focused upon working on, here's a map for it. It's going to start with the root chakra, Muladhara. What we're going to do is practice grounding walks. In the morning, you can do morning barefoot walks on the grass, sand, or soil. The benefit it brings to the physical body is stimulates pressure in the receptors of the feet, promotes nervous system balance through earthing, reducing cortisol and inflammation, which helps you become more mobile in the day. And the spiritual benefit is we reconnect with our earthly element, fostering safety, stability, and embodied presence. So upon enforcing this practice for a root chakra day, or what we can call a grounding day, this is a practice you can enforce, and in many different forms. When we speak about grounding, it's about connecting and bringing yourself to a stable center so that you can begin to be aware, to be conscious, to feel safe and confident within that safety. Now, we're going to move on to the sacral chakra, Svadhisthana. For this, an individual needs to participate in some form of lucidity, fluidity. Some suggestions would be swimming or dance, freestyle swimming, or the intuitive movement to music. This helps activate core muscles, increases dopamine release for healthier mood elevation and emotional fluidity, awakens the water element within yourself, and creates a sensual flow, encouraging creativity and emotional openness, making way for healthier emotional release, emotional regulation, and emotional intelligence, being able to regulate and instruct these emotions without taking control, but letting them happen, letting life's challenges flow. This is what we speak about often in Zen tradition. So upon this day, if you feel a need for emotional release, this is the chakra we focus upon. This is a day you would put all your energy into connecting with your fluid side, with the side of you that has become rigid, that now needs to release. Now we move on to the solar plexus, otherwise known as Manipura. Some practices we can enforce on this day would be fire rituals, sun salutations. These are practices like the breath of fire, a midday breath of fire practice to help bring regulation, but also to build willpower within yourself, absorbing the heat the sun radiates, feeling that energy rise from within. The benefits it brings to our body is it boosts metabolism, enhances mitochondrial energy production, and increases serotonin, especially from the sunlight exposure. Spiritually, it burns the fire within you, making way for energy, motivation, bhakti to take place. Fostering willpower and autonomy, bringing transformation, confidence, and personal truth to yourself. Some examples of fire rituals or sun salutations you can do is sun yoga, which is basically performing yoga, release and mobility of the body within the sun, absorbing its radiance, reflecting the energy that is being projected, making it less visual and more something that you can focus upon, like a mirror. Embodying that fire within. These are practices you can do on days where you feel like you're feeling low, your self-esteem is low, you're questioning your worth. On these days when you need that drive, that willpower, this is when you make a day about Manipura, developing that inner willpower within yourself, becoming a mirror of the sun's intensity, reflecting that everlasting willpower to push forward, to move forward. Now we move on to Anahata, the heart chakra. Now, because Anahata deals with the heart, what we will be doing is evening meditation, or something, an action where you're showing compassion. For example, a hobby like watering flowers, nurturing a garden, taking care of something other than the self, beyond self, with that same level of compassion that you would give self. And if you don't give yourself compassion, you give that compassion out of selfless need. And the scientific benefit behind performing these simple actions on days when you feel like you need some self-compassion, it helps lower blood pressure. It induces parasympathetic nervous system activation, which is calm and rest. The spiritual benefit is nurturing compassion and connection. Tending the garden becomes a metaphor for tending the heart. Now, only the first 3 are required for well-being. This is why we incorporate it into separated chakra days of well-being, when you can focus upon these 3 and use the 4th to shelter them with compassion. Because each day, the first thing that you do before going into releasing the emotional turmoil behind each chakra is apply compassion to yourself for the next step that you're about to take. During this season, much change, much challenges, much opportunities can present itself in life. How it is received, how it is dealt with, is entirely dependent upon you, upon your well-being, upon how well you can handle what it is you're being given. Which is why you can practice the throat to crown chakras. Practice enforcing truth. Practice raising your insight and intuition along with that insight, and understanding that each day of each issue, of each challenge, be it good or bad, will happen. What is in your power is letting it have its own power, or letting it go. And practices that will help us when it comes to circumstances or events that make us feel this way are particularly reflection. It can be looking at the night sky and reflecting. It can be looking at the ocean and reflecting. It can be looking at an empty sky or sunset and reflecting. At that moment where you're able to now engage within something greater than yourself, by giving yourself opportunity to be open. And these days, the chant I would like you to say is, I am everything, and everything is me. So I shall not hold on to it. I shall become a part of it, as it shall become a part of me. It will always be a part of me, but it will never be what makes me. None of it exists without myself. I should not seek to own it. I shall seek to understand it, bringing a reinforcing mantra to the subconscious mind, promoting healthier intuition, aligning with your inner wisdom and cosmic rhythm. Now, as you go along in your journey, this system will change. It is simply a map provided so that you can begin to have the proper reactions and develop your own personal systems for healthier conduct of yourself and others. Now, some tips for strengthening this physical temple is hydration. This supports your cell function, detoxification, and your energy levels. In the spiritual realm, it invites flow. It brings emotional clarity and respect for the body's sacred rivers. It's essential that we hydrate when we feel for something. It's a natural craving that we may try to substitute it with juice or soda. Let's try water. Let's try products that help benefit hydration within the body versus take away from the body. Seasonal eating, especially during the summer season, you may find tropical fruits to be in season. Try an assortment of fruits. It's great for your gut health. It stabilizes your mood. And it honors nature's timing, becoming a form of surrender and receptivity, showing that you can have discipline enough to care for yourself. Oftentimes we neglect caring for ourselves, and in turn we are forced to take care of ourselves in a way that we couldn't fathom before, because we took lack of responsibility and care. Another thing is functional movement. I mentioned earlier yoga, hiking, or resistance training. Resistance training meaning try taking a speed walk, a jog. Try doing some strength training, enforcing that strong sense of self, whether it's going out to the gym or home workouts, home Pilates, some form of exercise that brings awareness to the physical body. You find the more that you use these areas, the more aware you become as you work on a daily basis. And not only that, it's healthy for your bone density, improves mobility, and sharpens cognition because of this heightened awareness. Bring in healthier clarity and purpose to yourself. So my advice is to wake grounded, walk barefoot, move mid-morning with breath and flow, sweat at solar peak, build fire, build that inner willpower as you ignite, share food, joy, laughter by water. At dusk, listen to the wind. Before rest, tune in, be still. Allow yourself every day throughout this summer season to be an opportunity to show yourself how much you can grow, how much there is to know, how much you have neglected life's flow. Visualize each chakra glowing with warmth and vitality, rooted in earth, flowing like water, aflame with power, open in love, speaking truth, seeing clearly, and crowned with skylight. Let the body become a summer temple where energy and matter unite. This is your Formless guide, signing off.